Right, everybody, I thought I'd come on here and do a video. The amount of rumours that's circulating on social media at the minute, I thought it's best I give you my thoughts on it. And anyway, now then, you've seen the thumbnail. Sunderland are going to try and appoint a 31-year-old as the new head coach, and also Kristian Speakman could be gone and he's off to Lyon. Comment below on this video and let us know your thoughts on these two topics. Now then, we'll start off with the new head coach. He's only 31-year-old, like I've just said. He's been an assistant at Leeds. He's also been an assistant at Dortmund. He's been like an assistant at quite a few clubs in Germany. Red Bull being one of them, Gladbach being another, and also he's currently the head coach at the under-19s in Bayern Munich. Now, this type of manager, it's similar to what the top two have done, what Ipswich have done with McKenna, the same as Sheffield Wednesday, who we play on Saturday next week. They've went down this similar role, a very young, hungry, up-and-coming head coach who likes to have possession-based football. Now, that's what this man likes as well. I've watched some of the highlights on the Bayern Munich game, like the under-19s, and they scored a goal that was very reminiscent to the goal we scored under Tony Mowbray against Reading away, what should have been goal of the season. Everybody knows that. It had really strong characteristics of that goal. Possession, good passing movement, and it all looks promising. We'll all get behind the man in anyway. He's like I say, he's 31. I don't know if I even said his name yet. He's called Rene Maric. So have a look at him. He looks alright. I know a lot of certain Sunderland supporters will look and say, oh well, he's not got experience, this, that, and the other, which is fair enough. Steve Cooper would have been my number one choice, but this looks like the man who is going to be taking charge of Sunderland. The rumours are coming out from all over. They're not end on this one. Even the Road Report lads have shared it. Everybody has really on social media. Now then, a lot of fans will be happy about this one. I'm sitting on the fence with it, to be honest, just because of where we've come from. But Kristian Speakman looks like he's not going to be at the end of the season and he's going to be gone to Lyon. Now, I know why a lot of fans will be happy about this because of how the catastrophic fuck-up we've had from Christmas onwards. The fact that he hasn't rectified the striker situation for quite a few transfer windows now. And I remember in League One where we didn't get into the season without any full-backs. That was criminal. We never placed a centre-half in Flanagan at the time. And we just gambled and we went with it. Luckily, it did pay off. We did burn a lot of young players out. Dan Neil, I remember Callum Doyle. We've done it a few times with Dan Neil. So looking at it, I can understand why a lot of fans are happy about this. The Black Cats bar, I know it's got nothing really to do with Speakman, but it's mainly on the transfers. I'm just, with what happened at the Black Cats bar and then the terrible January transfer window what we had, and the strikers and the players what were brought in, not all of them, but the majority of them weren't up to scratch. Unknowns, gambles basically, and it didn't work. And we suffered through that. So with the debacle of the Black Cats bar and the window combined, it's made it worse for Speakman because fans were furious with the club in anyway. So and then what happened with the January transfer window is made it 10 times worse for Speakman. But then you've got to look at it at the flip side. Look where we've came from. Look where we were. The value of the team went up. The squad was less than 12 million at one point, and I think I might have a pop-up here of how much it was worth. And now it's, we're looking at Jack Clark, for instance. The amount of money in return we'll get on him is unbelievable. Hume, who apparently he is away at the end of the season as well. Him, we paid £250,000 for him, and now what's he worth now? 10 plus, maybe. If we can get that, we'll be happy. So you've got to understand where we've came from to where we are. He's done a decent job there, but like I said, from Tony Mowbray, it's just dropped off a cliff, and some fans are finding it very hard to get behind the model because of what happened. And me being one of them, I'm sick of hearing that word, the model. So it's understandable that a lot of fans aren't happy, and a lot of fans do want to see the back of him. So for me, I was going to give it one more shot. I was going to see what happens in the end of the window. Obviously, the rumour is that they were going to tweak the model as well, so we weren't going to be seeing just all young kids coming through the door. Obviously, you've heard the rumours about Willock potentially coming to the club. Now, he's not running about in nappies, you know what I mean? He's not the youngest player. I think he's 26 or something. So And he's a decent player, I think. I really do think he would fit our team. Now, that doesn't fit the model. So, like I say, they are starting to tweak the model. They said, so I was willing to see what happens in the summer, get rid of a lot of deadwood and players who just aren't ready for the championship, maybe loan them all out, or even get rid of a few permanently, and bring in experience. Now, I was got willing to give him that benefit of the doubt and see what he can do with that, because we have came from the worst position we've ever been in the club's history to, finishing in this top 6 last season to then still being in the championship. I can't sugarcoat it. It's been an absolute catastrophic fuck up from Christmas onwards, and I'm not for a fact there'll not be many who will be willing, who don't want to give him another chance, who want to see the back of him, and I understand that as well, and so I'm not really going to pull them up for their opinion when I'm close to that as well. You know what I mean? I was willing to give him one more chance in the summer, because he's seen how bad his project went with the Bale, and then with obviously giving it to Dodds, who just wasn't capable of being a head coach in the championship. So for me, I understand why a lot of fans are fuming and they want to see the back of him. And anyway, apparently he's off to Lyon. Now then, so that's that. So quickly, I'll touch upon the Watford game. I didn't really do a review or a live stream. I couldn't do a live stream. I was busy. But I tell you what, that was just two teams who, you could tell they've been struggling for form, struggling to get even score goals, especially Sunderland. They had numerous chances. Reig, I thought his chance was really well. The keeper made a good save, should have had a corner off it, we didn't get that. Obviously, Hume had another good chance. Clark had numerous chances, and they were just team efforts. Probably would have been better passing it on one or two occasions. But all in all, it was just a dreary game. And all. Now then, the 09 handball. My thoughts on it. I've seen a lot of fans giving 09 loads of stick regarding this incident, what happened. Well, the ball went over the top, and if the ball goes over the top and bounces, the Watford player was in, one-on-one with Patterson. So for me, he took one for the team. He did. He took one for he had to dig it. If he didn't dig it, then that was it. He was in, I think he was just inside their half, maybe. I'll have to look at it back hour, but regardless, he took one for the team, got a yellow card. I know why fans are giving him stick, because it's always 09 who's doing things like this, like the jumping on players' back, then obviously the kissing the Norwich player. So with the way the seasons went, I think it's rubbing fans up the wrong way. If we were sitting pretty in the top 6, fans wouldn't have blinked an eyelid and they would have said, good decision, you know what I mean? But I think he should start cutting it out with being our captain and try to set an example to the rest of the players. But for this one handball, no, I think he done the right thing, because if he didn't dig it, the player was in, simple as that. But the game, it was just terrible. But like I said, we couldn't hit the barn door. We couldn't, just be clinical in the final third. Roberts, you can tell he lacked game time. Now, I've seen fans giving Hamia a stick, like for not shooting. He was desperate for a goal, Hamia, to get his season. Well, I'm saying get his season started. It's ending now, but to get off the mark and get a bit confidence in him, gone into pre-season, regardless if he goes out on loan or not. And he squares it unselfishly to Roberts, who was in the best position. It was the right decision by Hamia to do that. And I didn't know what Roberts was doing, but I think he just stumbled on the ball. Like it didn't exactly get played behind him, but it wasn't in front of him. It was like right to him at pace, and he stumbled on it. He lacked game time, a little bit of composure, and he probably puts that away. But I just can't wait till the season's done and dusted. Really, it's been very hard to do these videos. Wanted to do them for years. If it weren't for years, we wouldn't do them, because you've got better things to do over time on the weekend than having to be watching that week in, week out, the way it's went, and the Dodds' tactics and that. It's just been, it's been diabolical, on it. Let's be honest. But then, like I said, the season's ended. We're still in the championship. We're not, the board will have known where they've went wrong, so they can correct that now, bring in some experience, and we can try and go again. But like I said, with some proper experienced players and good quality and all, and spend a bit of money, we can crack on. These players have showed what they're capable of. Obviously, we've got to keep hold of them as well. I'm like, I see what happens. But we can have this end of the season, bit of a break, then come back, refreshed, ready to go again. Hit the thumbs up on this one, subscribe if you're new, and let us know your thoughts on Speakman leaving and the new head coach. Apparently, the new head coach, I can't see that, Maric. Season a bit, everyone.